Oh man, what is going on? What are we doing here? Is this Ring Kings podcast or is this lunch break hot take? I don't know. I don't know. What's going on, LBHT crew B and Mikey? What is going on?
Well, we were just recording for Ring Kings. Thought we
Yes,
were wrapping up there, but I guess Lamar decided we needed to talk about Lamar a little bit.
that's right. That's right. Yes, that's why you see the Ring Kings shirt. By the way, this is the Ring Kings crew right here. So if you're not subscribed to Ring Kings podcast, do yourself a favor. Go over there. Let's take this down for a second. Yes, Ring Kings podcast. We just recorded our latest episode. That will be loaded up shortly. We're doing some more content over on our other channel. Make sure you go over there and subscribe, man. Subscribe. Support your boys here. Hold on, let me bring this down and get some shout outs. Man, y'all came through on a pop-up show. Attitude Pop is here. Says, what up? What's up with you, Attitude Pop?
What's up, Attitude?
Yolanda says, good evening, LBHT.
Hey, Yolanda.
Man, it's already 5:00. It is evening. Jeez. Jeez, man. All right. Bad. Davon is here. Hashtag LBHT crew. Yes. Andre Mir says, what's up, LBHT? Content on Saturday. I know. Ravens online. He's here. Hendo's here. You tricked us, Hendo. He said he wasn't going to be here. He says, LBHT crew, what up? What's up with you, Hendo? We got our boy Ferris in the house. Says, I enjoy how high header. Oh, yeah. So, look. This is like it's nothing news, but we thought it was funny, right? Lamar Jackson on his banner posted a picture of the grills that say "I need money." Right? Yes, that's it right there. Is it a sign? Is he trying to send a message? I don't know. I told you at least he didn't take down his Ravens photos. Okay.
Yeah,
because that's the next move.
Yeah, not yet. Hey, so, listen, that I don't know that I don't know comment is looking more and more likely. That's for you, Deshaun.
Look, he said I don't know for a reason, right? He was trying to put a little pressure, a little public pressure on the front office, on EDC to give him his money. That's also what this move is. Like, it's not a or anything, right? But he's just reminding him, hey, I need my money and I haven't gotten it from you yet. So, maybe I'll be there, maybe I won't be there.
Yeah, no, I agree. And look, whatever he decides to do, I'm for it, man. Give this man his money. Stop playing with them. You know what I saw today? Shout out to Engraven. Engraven put out a video, said that the Ravens are number 8 in spending on offense, right? Now, clearly that's a sham because most of that is the $23 million that's tied up in Lamar Jackson because they won't get a long-term deal done with him. Mm-hmm. But look, if you got money like that, you share that with your quarterback, right? Make sure he's getting his cut. You rely on him. He is the team. You're not winning without him. There is no price that's too high for him. Right. And at this point, I think we all understand that he's giving them a number. They've talked. You don't have these talks with front office and not discuss a number. So he's giving them a number. And what I don't understand is why haven't they given it to him? You know what I'm saying? Like, there isn't a number that's too high that they're just like, oh, we can't do it right now. No, you can do it. You better do it. This should have already been done. If he's willing to talk to you, it's one thing if they said, hey, he just won't talk to us, right? That's how they're trying to put it at first. Oh, well, he's not talking to us. We'll talk when he's ready to talk. Well, Lamar came to mini camp. He said they talked. So a deal should be done. Yeah. Simple as that. So
get it done.
Shout out to Lawrence Trent. Lawrence says, "What's up, guys? Let's go. Boo! Baseball. Let's go Orioles. Yes, let's go Orioles. Shout out to the O's. I'm just joking.
I'm not joking. Boo baseball forever. The worst.
Davon says definitely sending a message. Yeah, and he should. Yeah. Lamar and Ronnie Stanley are the two players that are holding up that spending money on offense numbers, right? But
yeah,
like I said, that was a list that was put out with no context, right? Mm-hmm. Yolanda says the foolish front office better get it right with LJ. Yes, I agree.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's like we always say: the longer you wait in situations like this, the more you have to pay. You're not saving any money. You know that Lamar Jackson's the guy. Now, the only reason to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait is if you are thinking about him not being the guy.
Mhm.
Yep.
Otherwise, you should have gotten this deal done already. Uh, already Pat Mahomes' deal is looking like a bargain, right?
Mhm.
Everybody was blown away when those numbers came out, and that was what, a 10-year deal, right? And he's only a couple of years into that deal, a year or two into it, and already he's been surpassed by a couple of quarterbacks, or is getting close. And you've got guys talking about 50, 55 million a year, which is going to make Pat look like he's underpaid.
Yeah.
So, it's always the case that it's better for the team to get a deal done early than it is to wait and wait and wait and wait. Especially in the case of quarterback, you're going to make him play on the franchise tag, which means you're going to be paying a ton of money. It's all going to hit your cap at the same time, and you still have to pay him a premium amount later.
Yeah.
So it's not a situation where, hey, okay, we don't really want to give this guy a long-term deal. Let's let him play on the franchise tag and then he can go. If Lamar plays on the franchise tag, you still have to give him the biggest deal in history at quarterback after that.
Right. And if he plays on the franchise tag, you pretty much can't make any other moves, right?
Mhm.
Because all that money, because like this year, there's always talk about we don't have money. We don't have money. Well, if you got a deal done with Lamar Jackson, you're able to spread out that money and have enough to make some other moves. But you got to pay that 23 mil all at once. If you tag him, you're gonna be paying him about 36, 38 mil all at once next
Mhm.
year. So you're gonna have even less money to work with the following year, and you have to pay your other players on top of that as well. So get him under contract, and like you said, at the time, Pat Mahomes deal, it was the biggest in NFL history, and even at the time we said it, we're like a 10-year deal. In a few years, that's going to look like a steal, and already it's been 2 years, and it already looks like a steal. All right. Shout out! Oh, shout out! We got some more people in here. Shout out to Nitro. He said he's going to get paid. Yeah, he is going to get paid one way or another, whether it's here or somewhere else. I hope it's here. Shout out to Gilbert. Hey, thanks for coming through. He says, "What it do, fam? Checking in LBHT." Hey, shout out to you, Gilbert. Thanks for coming through. B Ferris wants to know why you hate
I hate
baseball.
baseball because it's boring, and they hate fun. That's why. Why do you like baseball? That's the real question.
Yeah. Look. If you like baseball, you like baseball. It's all good. That's not our sport.
No, it's fine. I mean, I'm just wondering why.
T. Will Wilt says 250 mil has to be the number. Okay.
I think it's probably going to be higher than that by the time they get it done.
Yeah, I mean, look, my thing is he's got to be getting paid 50 mil per year. So if you're talking about a 5-year deal, 250 mil, fully guaranteed. Because that's what Deshaun Watson's getting, right? 230 mil guaranteed, I think it is, or 240 mil.
Yeah, but you know that Kyler Murray is looking for 50 plus already. If they get his deal done, then Lamar's going to be making over 50.
Mm-hmm. I know there's a lot of what's up, Shug? Thanks for coming through, man. There are that I got pulled up the photo. There are a lot of Ravens. There's a lot of Ravens defenders out there. Okay, a lot of super fans. There are a lot of super fans riding for this team, right? They'll say they're Lamar Jackson fans, but they're establishment fans more than anything, and they will tell you, hey, look, that we just don't have the money. Like, we just can't put all that money into the quarterback. We can't do that. And the Browns should have never paid Deshaun Watson because look at that mess, right? Well, Deshaun Watson, talent-wise, is worth every penny, right? His situation is just, it's not ideal. But even the Browns, yes, we expect Deshaun Watson to be out for maybe a year. The Browns, they prepared for that. So he's not making a whole lot of money this year. That's how his contract is structured. So all his money is going to hit the following year, and that's what they're paying for. And when the dust is settled, no matter what you think about him in this case, and it doesn't look good, he's still gonna be playing football. He's gonna play at a high level. So when it's all said and done, it might be worth it, right? And you're talking about Lamar Jackson, who doesn't have any of those off the field issues, who's outperformed Deshaun Watson, whether you know by default or whatever, right? I mean, league MVP, you're gonna have to pay him. So I don't see what the holdup is. Just give him what he's asking for.
The price never goes down either. So this waiting game, we got burnt before with Flacco, right?
Yes.
I mean, he won a chip, but instead of negotiating and giving him what he asked for going into that season, they waited, and championship came out of it, and they had to pay more than they planned on paying. The price never goes down. Honestly, if I'm Lamar at this point, I'm taking it as a slap in the face. Outside of the fact that you guys don't want me, if you don't want me here, that's one thing. But no other city, no other team goes through this when they want to get their quarterback locked in. Buffalo, they lock Josh Allen up, no problem. KC, they lock their quarterback up, lock Pat Mahomes up, no problem. Like, it's at this point, it's a slap in the face. If I am who I am to you, the deal should have been done, like you said, B. So I hope he does not come day one. I hope he doesn't show up. Just because you playing games now.
Yeah, well, and that's kind of my thing with Baltimore and keeping Greg Roman there. To me, it just says that they don't believe in Lamar Jackson as an answer at quarterback long term. They don't believe in him as a passer. They want to try and use him up as a runner, and then his contract's up this year, and they want him to play through this year, and then maybe they can make their decision if he's still playing at a high level. Okay, we can franchise you and run it back another year and see where we're at then. But I think they are giving him the running back treatment a little bit. Where they're like, hey, we're gonna try and use you up and just let you go so we don't have to pay you, and then we can go find a quote real quarterback. That's just the signal that they sent to me by keeping Greg Roman there. If they believed in Lamar Jackson as a passer, Greg Roman would not be your offensive coordinator. The question here is just how serious is Lamar? Like, is he doing this just kind of as a joke to get people like us to hop on here and talk about it? Or is he sending a very serious message to the front office and saying, listen, if you don't start getting serious about giving me my money, then you better start planning for me to not be there?
Good point. And shout out to Tanja for coming through. Says, good afternoon, Jose, Brodney, and Mike. Bashadi's talked about giving his money away to charity, so give some to your quarterback that made you relevant again. Facts. Yes. And look, yes, B, to your point, I think Lamar is dead serious about it, right? Mm-hmm. I think because he's quiet, he's easygoing, he's not represented by agent, he's represented by his mom, and he's a black quarterback. I think they all thought they could take advantage of him, and it's not going that way, and it's catching them off guard, right? Mm-hmm. And now I think the longer he sticks to his guns, and like Mikey said, I do hope he holds out. I hope he says, yeah, I showed up to train camp, but maybe I don't play in the preseason. Maybe I don't show up week one. That's when butts get tight, right? That's because this regime cannot survive no Lamar Jackson. If they don't get a deal done with Lamar Jackson and he walks, there's not going to be an immediate replacement that's going to keep us competitive, like competing for a Super Bowl, right?
They're not going to be competing for the playoffs.
They're not going to be right. So nothing immediate. So that means we have to go through a season of losing, and hopefully we draft a quarterback, or hopefully we get lucky. We could trade for a good quarterback, and that takes luck, right? A good situation.
I just missed out on Baker.
Hey, I asked this question on Wednesday. Because there's a lot of people saying, Baker's good for the Panthers. Baker's going to have him in the playoffs. If we were to lose out on Lamar Jackson, would you accept Baker Mayfield as a suitable replacement? And everybody said no.
Well, right? But to be fair, that's because they hadn't seen this yet. Right. Now, what do you think? Right? now you're like, man, get that guy to Baltimore. Is what you're thinking. Look at those moves.
Yeah, those moves. that footwork. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I just was cracking up. Yeah, look, I feel look, Yolanda is saying what a lot of people feel, right? So I will write and then leave. I'm going wherever Lamar Jackson goes because Lamar Jackson brought a lot of people to Baltimore, Ravens fans.
Yeah,
Right.
and I was gonna say like it's tough to say in the midst of the Deshaun Watson thing, but Lamar Jackson is everything that you want in the face of a franchise, and and you see him in the community bonding with the people, with your fan base. Like the Baltimore Ravens fans love Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
And like you said, he has no off-field issues, no on-field issues. He's not out there saying wild stuff in the media all the time. Never been in trouble. He's just putting in the work, saying the right things, showing up and playing. And when you have that guy, why are you hesitating to lock him up?
Should have been tried to lock him up, man. It's becoming a thing of this front office. I really don't get it. We like to play roulette sometime, and I just don't, and it never works out in our favor. So I don't understand why we would do it here. Like we never win in those cases. So I don't know why we would do it here when everything you said, B. I mean, he connected with your fan base. Your fan base loves him. He
Loves
fills that
him.
he fills that stadium every Sunday that they're home. It's filled. He's in the community. He's walking around. I mean, he's connecting with the city. Like
unlike any player that you've had.
I wish I had that picture. This is a picture of him when he rolls up at just in the city.
In the hood.
And these kids are shocked. He's posted up next to them, and they take a selfie with them, and they just can't believe that he's in their neighborhood. Like, right. Yeah, he be out there just chilling with them. Yeah. Like you don't see that from players in general, right?
Like listen, people love Joe Flacco, but not like that.
Not like that. No. And like I said, I think it's a situation where they think they can take advantage of them, and it's not working out, and they don't want to admit defeat, right? But they better own up real quick, and Bisciotti better say, hey, listen, Bisciotti is trying to let his people take care of it. He's trying to let EDC take care of it, but I'm certain it's understood. If you fumble this and he leaves, that's a lot of money walking out the door. Forget wins of competition and all that stuff. That's a lot of money walking out, because even if they were able to find a suitable replacement, you're going to lose look, fans are going to leave. You're not going to fill the stadium the way you're filling it before, right? Jersey sales, all that stuff. It's just not going to be the same. Bisciotti is not going to go for that.
It's a guarantee you're going to lose fans, because no matter where he goes, he's going to go to a city and a team that supports him more than you did.
Yes,
on the field. Like all the talk is obviously has been Miami. If he walks out of Baltimore and walks into Miami with Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Mike Gesicki, Cedric Wilson, and I mean even more running backs than Baltimore has. I mean, not better, but more. I mean, he's never going to look back, and neither are the Ravens fans that follow him to Miami.
Yeah. Shout out to Big Reg, man. What's good with you, man? Thanks for coming through.
What's up, Reg?
Yeah. Nitro says, see, look. Nitro thinks he's slick. He says, he says, I will have two teams. He said, I think he said, I have two teams. He said, I will have two teams. Hey, you know what, Nitro? I feel you on that, right? I feel you on that. Because what makes you fans of a team, like, yes, I'm not one of these people that's just like, you got to be a fan of a team no matter what. Your team's got to do their part, right? Like dedication has got to be on both sides. If your team ain't dedicated to winning, then there's no reason why you should cheer for them. That's just what it is. Yeah. But you want to see your team take care of players that are taking care of your team. Like, this isn't a situation where he's washed up. He's not playing well anymore or anything like that.
Well, they'll take care of those guys.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna take care of Lamar.
No. Cam should have been drafted here. Look, I mean, you have to do it. Nobody has to get paid before he gets paid. There's no other situation you got to figure out before you figure out this situation. And to me, it's the easiest situation to figure out. There isn't a number that you should be sitting there saying, no, we can't do that. Right. Mm-hmm. I know they had the mantra, right player, right price. That doesn't apply to Lamar Jackson. It's whatever you say, boss. Right?
Yeah.
That's what you should be saying. Let's see what we got here. King is in the house. He said, I figure Lamar is betting on himself because the cap rises next season. Yes, the salary cap rises big time. Yes.
And Baltimore knows that, which is why they should have been trying to lock him up long term.
Now, yeah.
So Kansas City understood this, right? They understood the cap is going to explode. So let's get this man locked up for as long as humanly possible. 10-year deal. 10-year deal, right? For 40 mil per year. That's a bargain. Right? And they're patting themselves on the back. They said, oh, thank God he took that. You know, but why isn't the Ravens, who's considered one of the top organizations in the league? We keep hearing about how EDC is great. Oh, top organization. They're always winning. They're always this, always that. Why can't they ever figure this part of it out? Why can't they ever figure out, man, it's cheaper to sign him now to a long-term deal than later, even after everything that's happened, even after Josh Allen got his deal, even after you see what Aaron Rodgers got, you're not doing anything. Now Deshaun Watson, and you still not doing anything.
Well, not only those guys, even after CJ Mosley and Zadarius Smith, the thing with Baltimore is they think, hey, we have evaluated this player. We know how good this player is. We know what this player is worth. He's going to hit free agency. He's not going to get the money he wants. He's going to come back to us for the right price. But that ship sailed over a decade ago. They have no idea what the current market value is for top players. And so every single time they let somebody hit free agency, they're shocked at what those players get because it's way higher than what Baltimore valued them at. And it seems like they, even though it keeps happening to them, they can't adjust to it.
Yeah. That's one thing. This goes back to Ozzie. Every time Ozzie be like, oh, I didn't we didn't think that these wide receivers are going to go that high in the draft, or we didn't think these players going to, go for that much. It's just like, it's your job to know this. It's your job. And if you're setting these numbers saying, hey, we're not going to go past this number, but everybody else is, you have to reassess what your valuation is. Hold on. Real quick. We got 30 people in here. Make sure you hit that like button. And if you're new, hit the subscribe button. All right. Shout out to everybody that came here on a pop-up show on a Saturday. This isn't our regular time to stream. We usually stream every Wednesday night at 7:15 p.m. Eastern time. And also we do an overtime show for our patrons. If you want to check that out, right next to Mikey, patreon.com/LBHTShow. Okay. That's how we do it. We got some different tiers. We'll explain that later on. But also on other side of Mikey, $ LBHT show. That is our Cash App. That is how we do super chats over here. All right. And also the pin link that you see in the comment. Either one, you just leave a donation, leave a comment, and you'll get a animation right around here, right around there. Okay. That'll come up on the screen. That's how we do super chats over here. All right. Let's read a couple of comments here. AJC Senior says, "Sup guys? What's up with you, AJ?
What's going on,
AJC,
man?
Thanks for coming through." Let's see. Hendo says, we had to pay the weapon, Pat Ricardo.
That's who it worked with. So they let him hit the market. He didn't get as much as he thought he would. So he came back for the right price. But, I mean, he's a full, nobody's looking for that type of player.
So I want to read this one. What do you think about this? Z the Beast says, 350 mil over 8 years, fully guaranteed right now. Offer he can't refuse. What do you think?
I think that, obviously players are looking for fully guaranteed to get as much guaranteed money as possible. I think he makes more money taking shorter deals.
Yeah, I agree.
I think so too. But that is a good offer. And I think had they made that offer to him last year, he would have taken that offer. Right? Timing's everything. That's a good comment, Z the Beast. That's a good offer. It's not as we all think shorter term deals will benefit Lamar. I think his body's gonna hold up. I don't think he's gonna break down like everybody says he's gonna break down. But that is, 350 mil fully guaranteed. That's a good offer.
The problem with the offer is the average per year is lower than what guys are getting right now.
Yes.
Which is why, he's not going to lock himself into an 8-year deal where he's starting out already behind other players. Like, with like I said, with the Pat Mahomes thing, it was a shocking contract because it was, he was the highest paid player ever. And that quickly went away. But you have to have that at the beginning in order to kind of entice them into signing that long of a deal. Lamar Jackson is very young. Lamar can sign a 3 or 4 year deal right now, and it'll be a huge amount. He'll be making a lot per year. He'll be making a lot of guaranteed. He's not going to. It's not a situation where he's going to miss out on money on the back end because he's going to be the quarterback. He's going to get all the money. And if he does a 4-year deal now, he's still going to be, I believe, under 30 for his next contract. So he's going to be able to get 2 massive deals through free agency if he goes a little shorter.
If you're willing to go 350, why aren't you willing to go 400? Right? I'm not usually to be. I'm just saying, like why wouldn't you be willing to go 400? That's $50 million per year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, because nobody's getting $50 million per year right this second, right? Not yet. It's expected to happen next year. So right for now, that would make him the highest paid.
What's A-Rod getting? I thought he was getting around 50.
Might be.
A-Rod is getting 50. Like if you just look at the new money, it's actually higher than 50. I want to say it was 55 to 60. But if you take the entirety of the contract, it was right around 50 a year. But the new money was higher.
If they really want to lock it up now and save themselves some money down the road, you make it like just off of what Zeta Beast is saying here, 350 mil or 8 years. If you want to do an 8-year deal, you make it 480, right? Yeah, 480 million, because that would get him to 60 mil.
60 a year, yeah.
That would get him to 60 a year, and you might say to yourself, 60 is too high. 60 mil per year is about 2 years away from what quarterbacks are making.
If even that long.
If even that long. If you don't believe me, look over at the NBA. Our man Damian Lillard is making 60 mil per year right now. He just signed a 2-year deal for 120 million
to be a 2nd or 3rd tier star.
Listen, 60 mil per year is right around the corner. Get ahead of it. Save yourself some money right now.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, okay. Aaron is 50 mil per year. Thanks, Tupac. Appreciate it.
And I think they. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying Yolanda said this needless tug of war with LJ's money is nonsensical. It is
100%. And I think these players have learned off of the Pat Mahomes deal, right? So I think that's why he probably wouldn't sign an 8-year deal, even though at the time, like B said, at the time when Pat signed it, it was a deal we've never heard of. But the way that Kansas City thinks, right? Let Pat Mahomes take them on a deep run, possibly a Super Bowl run this year. I bet they would be willing to tear that contract up.
I agree.
And compensate him based off of what the new market is.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
It's just, again, the game is why are we even playing this game? Why are we even playing this? Man, pay the guy. Pay the man his money. Right? Who on this green earth is gonna say, oh, the Ravens lost in that deal? Like, no one's gonna, like, you're not gonna get chastised. No one's gonna laugh at, and no one's gonna say you overpaid him. Everybody's just gonna be like, oh, Lamar got paid, because that's what's next. That's what should happen. So
yeah. And shout out to Suge over on Twitch. He's posting something on there. I'm not sure what it is. Look, he put some pastel colors on the screen or something.
Steeler, yeah.
There's like some pastel colors. I don't, he likes art or something like that. It's just some flowers or something like that.
Little art, little color palette.
Yeah.
That's my guy, Suge.
But yes, he's over on Twitch. We are also streaming live on Twitch. We are streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter. So make sure you're following us on all those platforms. Also, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at LBHTShow. All right. And if you like listening to audio podcasts, we post an audio podcast as well from our main show on Wednesdays. Maybe this will go up on there as well. We'll take a look at that. But Nigel says, give him part ownership of the Orioles and 250 mil all guaranteed.
They can't give him part ownership of the Orioles. So.
he was like, yeah, he like, yeah, you're still 50 mil short. So I need a little bit more than that.
Make that happen.
What's up, Black Daniels? He says, I think you're spot on with that OTR, Mike. There you go.
Appreciate you, Black.
There you go. Let's see what else we got here. One session 27. Thanks for coming through. He says, very true, Yolanda. Okay, yeah. Yolanda was talking about the tug of war. It's nonsensical. I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree with that. Hendo says, but y'all keep on having this supreme confidence in EDC and horror ball. Well, we don't.
Yeah.
We don't. I just, we thought Harbaugh should have been gone, and this is before we even started this channel. Right. I think he's just he's run his course here. I think he was a good coach for us, but I don't think he can take us any further. Right. I just don't. Mike is always right.
Thank you.
There you go. There you go. All right. Shout out to Jonathan.
I love you, Shug.
There you go. Shout out to Jonathan Washington Jr. He says Baltimore doesn't have any other options, but to pay him is going to ultimately get done, and Lamar is going to be on the winning side regardless. I absolutely agree.
Well, look, there's always another option. The option is just that Lamar is not the Ravens starting quarterback.
Yeah.
It's not a great option, but it is an option.
But he will come out on the winning side because someone will pay him.
Because, and if I'm Eric DeCosta, it doesn't matter what Steve Bisciotti tells him, right? Steve Bisciotti could tell him, look, it doesn't matter. You're doing your best. If you don't get it done, I'm still going to back you. Don't fall for that. That's a lie. Because if it doesn't happen, you're on the clock, right? Bisciotti's only going to give you but so much time to fix that. And if you don't find a quarterback that can get you winning again in a short period of time, you will be fired. Harbaugh will be fired before that. He will be toast. But you will be fired not long after that. So it doesn't matter if Bisciotti is telling you, hey man, look, don't worry, I got your back. He's playing Harbaugh. I understand the situation. Do not fall for that. That man is looking at his bottom line. He's looking at the money that Lamar is bringing in. You better not let him walk out.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What is this? Everything top 10 says if Lamar sit out and they lose to the Jets week 1, people are getting fired. I think Ray Roman would be toast. They lose week 1 to the Jets. Whether Lamar sits out or not, if they lose week 1, Greg Roman, done. I think he's on a short leash.
Yeah. And by the way, if they are who they think they are and who they keep saying they are, they better beat the hell out of the New York Jets in week 1.
Yeah, I don't want any excuses. They just better win. They better win. Tanja says people are bragging, saying the Ravens can't franchise tag them. So what? They're going to draft a quarterback and let Lamar go after they draft someone? They're not in a position to draft anybody to replace Lamar. Even if they're able to get one of these top quarterbacks come out next year, they ain't going to be Lamar, most likely.
No.
And, franchising him just means you can't afford to pay anybody else on the team, right? Mm-hmm. It is an option. It's a nuclear option, right, to keep him. And if you have no other options, I would do it. But you do have an option. Just pay him what he's asking for. He's giving you a number. Pay it to him. And unless he came out and said, I want $100 million per year. Okay, well, Lamar, we can't, we literally can't do that. That's 90% of the cap. I'm sorry. Right? Like, okay, anything short of that, all right, man, just all right, fine. Even if he asked for that, I'm gonna see how many avoidable years do you want?
Right.
Can we make it 8 voidable years? Can we sign to like a 16-year deal and 8 voidable years? If so, then now we're talking, right? Yeah. Yes, Black Daniel says, get them likes up. Indeed, get those likes up. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button, man. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. This is a pop-up show. I promise my brothers on the panel here that we won't be long. We just finished. Like, you see what I'm wearing. Ring Kings Podcast. That's our boxing channel. If you're not subscribed, go over there and subscribe. Ring Kings Podcast. Go over there, hit that subscribe button real quick. We just finished recording something that's going to go out later on. We got some other stuff in the works. So if you're a boxing fan, man, check it out. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. What are you going to say, B?
Oh no! Look at Nitro saying they don't pick high enough to get a proper replacement. Well, I mean, Lamar was picked at 32, so if it is another quarterback like Lamar, they could absolutely do that. I mean, teams do make mistakes, but yeah, you generally want to be picking much higher. I think if they were to move on from Lamar Jackson, it wouldn't be drafting a quarterback; they'd be trading him and getting a quarterback in return. Just like we've been saying, Miami, they would be bringing in Tua, right? Plus a boatload of picks. But wherever they let him go to, or wherever they send him, they would, I think, get a quarterback in return and draft capital as well.
Yeah. Boogie Down thinks the Ravens think they can replace Lamar with Huntley. I think they used to think that. they thought, hey, we got somebody that might be able to replace him, and he got an opportunity to show that, and they're like, yeah, never mind. Right? They don't believe that they can replace him with Huntley at this point. There's a clear difference between in skill, so that's not an option for them either.
Suge, no, there's no OT today.
There's no overtime show.
I'll tell you what. If we get a new patron before the end of the show, then we'll do an OT. There you go.
See, now you know what's going to happen. Right?
Hendo's
going to do a burner account for like $3
No. We'll put Ferris on that. Ferris will sniff that out real quick. So it's got to be new.
You gotta sign up. Speaking of Patreon, all right, we got 3 tiers: $3 tier, $10 tier, and the $20 tier. B, tell them about the tiers real quick.
I know somebody got $3. So we do have a $3 tier, which will get you into the into our
shout
NFL.
out to KG for subscribing too.
Thank you, KG. Into our NFL Pick'em contest that we do every year. We give away a custom LBHT trophy for the winner of that. We have the mute it up, Mike.
It's on the other side. It's on the other side of my room, or else you would see that trophy.
That's there he is. There's the champ. There he is.
So we also have the $10 tier, which gets you the ability to request specific content. If you have any sports questions that you want us to do a video or article on, we'll do that. It also gets you into our fantasy football league that we do every year. We're going to be starting up a redraft league closer to the start of the season. We have a dynasty league going on right now. It is full, but we will, obviously add players as needed, and if there is enough demand, we'll start up a second league there. This was our first champion. Where is the picture? There we go. This is Deshaun. He won the championship belt last year. Did a little redesign on it, and this is the belt that we're playing for this season. It's been a lot of fun, but you can get in on that if there's enough interest. But like I said, we are starting another fantasy football league later on in the summer. And we do have the $20 tier as well, which is a combined tier for this show and our Ring Kings podcast. And also, I'm sorry, in the $10 tier, you get the LBHT crew coin as well. I don't know if Jose has his there. There it is.
I do.
In the $20 tier, you'll get that. Everything that I already mentioned, and you'll also get our custom poker deck, which features our top 25 fighters of all time. And again, all tiers get you entrance into the Discord and the OT show.
Now, Nitro wants to know if we're Dragon Ball fans. That logo is not because we're Dragon Ball fans. It is because that is Deshaun's logo for his fantasy football team, and the champion gets his logo put on the belt.
Yeah, the first 4 champions. It's kind of a little bit of a boxing thing. The WBC belt, they have kind of legendary champions on the belt, to give it a little more prestige. So the first 4 champions are getting their logo on the side plates of the belt. We just put it on twice because of symmetry this year.
Yeah. He's our first champion. So who will be the next champion? I'll tell you what, it is a tight race between
not tight at all.
Mikey, Hendo, and I'm going to say Ferris.
No, I'm going to tell you, it's not tight at all.
I don't want to be involved in that. I'm the underdog. I don't want to be involved in those.
I'm going to tell you who the dark horse is. You guy right here. I'm quietly making moves. All right. All right. So yeah. We just want to do a quick pop-up show because we saw that, and I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny, and we're pro Lamar, obviously. And look, we're pro players. I like to see players get their money, and I don't like to see organizations play around with these players. Look, NFL players are vastly underpaid anyway, right? So any money they make, they're underpaid compared to other sports. They make the most money. The NFL makes the most money, and the players get paid one of the least out of the major sports. So somebody like Lamar, just get it done. There's literally no excuse to not do it, to not have it done already. So we'll see. I mean, like I said, the alternative is a bad alternative. A lot of people get fired over that. And the organization is going to lose money in the short term. You can always turn it around. You can always find somebody later on, but how long will that take? Right. Cam he's been out on the Panthers for what, 2-3 years now. Right. We're coming up on the third year.
He was on the team last year. So
well, yeah, they see, but see, that's the funny thing, right? They brought him back because they need a money grab. Like the fan base was literally like, nah, we're not showing up for this. So they're like, we got Cam. And so they brought Cam back. They came back to the stadium. So that if you need an example of what a player of Lamar's stature does to a franchise, just look at the Carolina Panthers and be a Carolina Panthers fan if you don't know. All right. But look what they did. Like, you can say what you want about Cam if you think he's washed or whatnot. His impact on that city, his impact on that team still speaks volumes. Right. You can just bring him off the street and plug him in, and everybody's sold on it. Everybody's showing back up to the stadium. So, how long do you want to wait if you move on from Lamar? How long are you willing to wait to fill the stadiums back up? That's the question.
Right. Nigel says, how to say, because an anime channel was going to be next. Listen, if you join up on Patreon, there are several people in the Discord who would love to talk anime with you. I am not one of them. but there are several diehard anime fans in there.
Yeah. Shout out to Big Reg over there on Twitch. I see you. Says Lamar Jackson should be a Raven for life. Yes. Thanks for commenting over there on Twitch. And if you got a Twitch account, go ahead and follow us over there, LBHTShow. All right. Let's see what else we got. She says, I think we got a new Patreon, Rodney. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Listen, I haven't gotten an email.
Yeah. So somebody's gonna do it. Somebody's like, I got $3 today. I can sign up.
Oh my God, we did get one.
I told you.
Is that your girl, Suge? Don't lie. Don't lie, Suge.
Listen.
All right. I'm a man of my word, Suge. There will be an overtime show, but I did not say how long it would be.
I was just about to say that. We didn't say how long. We didn't say how long.
Sure is. Well, tell her thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. We'll do a quick overtime show. We're gonna have to cut this short because we're not going to an hour. All right, we're not going to an hour. Thanks everybody for coming through. We have a couple more comments and we are up out of here. Man, I can't believe we did this on a Saturday.
Juices were flowing, man.
Yeah, Nitro said Damian Lillard getting paid. Yeah, Lillard got paid.
Look, I made a joke on one of our text threads. Like somebody showed the breakdown. I think that last year is a player option, and I think that last year is $65 million. I would have told them I'm opting in yesterday. So last year I'm already in.
We go 0-82.
I just slid a little. I wrote something on piece of paper, slid to him, and all it says is opt in.
Yeah, I'm in. I think he'll be 35 by that time. I'm in.
Shout out to JP. JP says, are the defenders on PTO these next few weeks? Oh, you missed them, JP. They were here earlier. They made a little appearance. There they are. There they are. The super fans, right? The super fans. Speaking of this, we're gonna end with this. Shout out to my folks over there on Twitter that be going into those spaces, right? Me and B don't hang out in the spaces. We think they're ridiculous. But they're entertaining at times. When they first started, I thought, okay, they're cool, they're calm, they're chill. But man, I heard the spaces were going. They were going wild yesterday. I heard there was a little competition between Ravens fans and Bengals fans, and didn't work out in the Ravens fans' favor. Yeah. And this reminds me of a couple of streams where I told you guys the nonsense that you say here in this chat, or the nonsense that you say in our comments, that's fine. That's in-house. Don't go outdoors with that. You're going to look like a fool. Okay. You out there saying Gus Edwards is, he's a top running back in the league. You're going to get laughed at. If you say Prochet could be a top 10 or top 20 wide receiver, you're going to get laughed at. Keep that in-house. Okay. This is a safe space for you guys. All right. Right. Like, yeah, I'm going to laugh a little bit. I'm going to giggle, but it's all good. But when you go into these spaces with other fan bases, yeah, they will eat you alive. Nobody outside of Baltimore knows who James Prochet is. Do not use him. Do not use him in arguments. Okay? Stick to Rashad Bateman. Stick to Mark Andrews, and just say, okay, and we're working on some stuff. Okay, that's what you say. We're working on some stuff. Don't throw out Prochet, because you say, hey, don't sleep on Prochet. Don't sleep on Prochet. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna go to Pro Football Reference, look him up, and they're like 200 yards for his career. Don't do it. All right. You can believe in Prochet still. Just don't say it too loud. All right. Don't say it too loud. Let's see. Actually, Pop says Paulo reminds me of LeBron. Talking about Banchero. Banchero reminds of LeBron and Melo. But who do you think is going to be the worst pick between Paulo, Chet
Holmgren? It's Chet.
Look, Chet had a nice game in the summer league. What's your take on Chet?
He had a nice game, and he followed it up with a terrible game, and I didn't hear anybody talking about that one.
Just for the record, I agree with B. I don't believe in Chet. Sorry.
I like Chet. That's my guy.
Yeah, I saw somebody. I saw a point guard just body him to the basket. Did you see that?
He gonna have a hard time guarding people for sure.
Keep him far away from the paint. Far away from the paint. You better treat him. Like a 2.
He too weak for the inside game, and he's not athletic enough for the outside. He's like Stringer Bell right now, the man without a country.
Keep that. I don't want him driving to the bucket. I don't want him defending in the paint. Keep him on the perimeter. He looked like he could break at any moment. It looked like a point guard. That guy didn't look tall, but he backed him all the way up to the bucket. He was just like all day, baby.
Yeah, multiple times that happened. He got completely dominated on the defensive end.
Why you hate Chet? Listen. What do you think Chet's gonna be in the league, yo? Let's
you know why I hate Chet? Because he looks like Machine Gun Kelly, and he's trying to play basketball. That's why I hate him. All right. I mean, I don't hate Chet. He seems like a nice guy. I like the confidence and everything, but I don't think he's gonna make it because of what I said.
All right, we getting up out of here, man. We getting up out of here. And what's up, Don? Oh, thank you, Black Daniels, man. I appreciate that. And shout out to Don C for coming through. It says Rodney, Jose, Mike, damn, missed your live show. It was a pop-up show. It's just real quick, man. We're just talking about Lamar getting his money. Look, pay Lamar. That might be our next t-shirt, man. Pay Lamar. Hashtag pay Lamar. All right. There's just no excuse for it. All right. No excuse for not doing it. Get him his money. Get it done now, so it's not a talking point anymore. You want to talk about distractions?
Hold on. I promise you, that dude would not body any NBA center. None of them.
No.
That's why he was going hard in the summer league.
What's Chet? What's Chet projected to be? A power forward, small forward? What?
Man, he projected to be that guy out there. Like, he can't play none of them positions.
Like,
I think they're gonna probably. I mean,
he makes KD look.
They got to stick him at the 3, right? Like, he can't.
He can't be a 4. He can't be a 4 or 5. He can't be a 4 or 5.
No, he can't. Mike look real sad. He don't want to talk about Chet right now.
he'll be a 3 or a stretch 4. But he's gonna have problems guarding people.
But 4 is a stretch, man.
People gonna have problems guarding him though. That's what I'm saying.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are they though?
I think
All
so.
right. All right.
I hope I'm wrong, man. Like he seemed like a cool dude. You know, like I said, I love the confidence, but I just don't see it, man. I just don't.
How's his shooting?
I mean, he can shoot, but it's just that ain't gonna save you. And I'm not saying that he can't play in the NBA at all, mind you. I'm just saying you're gonna be real disappointed that you took him at number 2.
He's toast. All right. I'm saying right now. He's toast. I'm not betting, man, but I put money on that. He ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it. Well, who knows? I mean, I'll eat my words. We'll see. That's why I love about basketball. We'll see. But I ain't wrong. Okay. All right, let's get out of here. All right, I guess overtime show is coming. We'll give you a 50-minute overtime show. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And anybody else that wants to be a Patreon, patreon.com/LBHTShow. We do our overtime show. We do we got a Discord, all that stuff. So check it out. If you guys little $3 in your pocket, that's all it takes to sign up. Go ahead and check it out. But if not, thank you for hanging out with us on a Saturday. We will be back on Wednesday. Hopefully, we got something to talk about. Maybe that post from Lamar, maybe that banner that he posted on Twitter was enough for the Ravens to say, we need to pay him now. We need to pay him now. Okay. We watched Lunch Break Hot Takes video, and they convinced us that this is what we need to do. So we're going to do it. Okay. And look, anybody that follows Lamar, that constantly tweets at him, if you ever got a reaction from Lamar, you send them this clip. You say, hey, Lunch Break Hot Take is pulling for you. And if they get a deal done this week, you say Lunch Break Hot Take made this happen. Okay. Lunch Break Hot Take. They've been putting the pressure on the organization and they broke. So give them a shout out. Okay. All right, y'all. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. All right. And we will see you on Wednesday. B, are you ready?
I'm ready.
B is ready. All right. We'll see you Wednesday. Peace.